Hey everyone, I'm Karuna Bajaj. I founded this company called Karuna Bajaj Image Consulting. Okay, by qualification I'm an engineer and an MBA. Later I have worked as professor in multiple colleges for management students. Following my passion of dressing up and appearance management, I pursued this course called Image Consulting from ICBI Institute of India. I'm also doing life skills coaching training. So today I'm going to present on secret sauce of professional dressing. We all love watching plays. This is a picture of Shakespeare's Hamlet. Just imagine if characters of the play were dressed in casual clothes, jeans and t-shirts, and not in their actual costume clothes with appropriate makeup. Would you still enjoy watching that play the way you do otherwise? Certainly not. This is the power of appearance. This is the power of clothing and grooming. Another example, Kellogg's, world famous cornflakes brand. People swear by its quality. It has been there for generations. If they wanted, they could have sold their healthy cornflakes breakfast in ordinary pouches or just brown cardboard boxes. But no, they sell it in attractive packaging because they understand the importance of attractive looks in tingling the senses of its consumers, and building up the sales and achieving that brand loyalty. So this is the importance of appearance. There is more. LG refrigerators, world famous refrigerators. But look at their external models. Amazing looks. Sometimes they have these wonderful colors and prints because they know that's how the customers are going to be attracted to their products. This is Lindt chocolate. People to trust in you or to believe in your qualities. Now we come back to the importance of clothing and grooming. There are 3 points here. Clothing and grooming affects the way you feel. See, if we are not properly dressed, we are all the time in office or wherever we go, we are just thinking about our clothes. Our mind is just involved in, okay, my t-shirt is not proper, or my jeans is, or my trouser is not proper, or my hair is not done properly. And then we are just not able to focus on the main work. And that is why it is very important to be appropriately dressed, because then it's going to boost your confidence, and which in turn is going to boost your performance. Second point is, clothing and grooming affects the way others respond to you. When we all want, that people should judge us that by our qualities, by our talents, by our skills. But unfortunately, people believe what they see. They don't want to go by what you are telling. Or sometimes you see these very nice software engineers that are extremely good in their work. But if they are not looking good, their boss somehow does not feel confident about that person, because her appearance is affecting the way the boss is responding to her or him. So that is why when we want to show our inner qualities outside through our appearance, and that is why we should present the way our inner qualities are. Through our appearance, we should be able to show our intent, our talent, our skills, and that's why we should pay attention to our external appearance. Not just this. Clothing and grooming affects the kind of people and opportunities you attract. Now for this, I would like to give my own example. Earlier, I was working as a professor in college. Then once, wear clothes according to your body shape. You should invest in this kind of clothes and don't wear very baggy clothes. Have your hair neat and tidy. Wear good spectacles frame. So she encouraged me to transform in a way. After which, then I thought, okay, now I can become a trainer. I can also join. Now this is not just me who's telling it in the presentation, but it has been proven by social psychologists. Adam Glinsky, in his research paper called Growth Cognition, he's a famous world psychologist. He said that it has long been known that clothing affects the way others perceive us, as well as how we feel about ourselves. So this is the importance, not just him. There is extensive research done in the power of your external appearance and your clothing and grooming, and many social psychologists have come up with this finding. So one of it I am presenting to you here. Moving forward, now then, what is image management? In the beginning I told you, I did this course called image consulting. Now I'm an image consultant. So image management, it's an art and a science of projecting appropriate our image consistently. So image management is how I am able to communicate through my clothing. Because at any point in time, anywhere in India or world or whichever country you go to, you are constantly communicating throughout your clothing and appearance. Whether you are aware of it or not, or whether you want to believe in it or not, or whether you are conscious of it or not, but you are still communicating. So when you want to achieve your goal or your aim through your appearance, it can be getting a job or getting a relationship or promotion, or even getting importance in the social circles, image management is going to help. And when I say art and science, okay, now before I explain this art and science, I would like to ask you, what is the difference between an art and science? I mean, we studied art subject in school as well as we studied science. So what is the difference? Anything that comes to your mind?
आर्ट्स में कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज होती हैं।
ओके।
साइंस में तो
अगर साइंस जैसे ड्राइंग है, हाँ, आप ड्राइंग स्कूल में स्टडी करते हैं, दैट इज एन आर्ट, और आप साइंस स्टडी करते हैं। साइंस में आपको रूल्स, प्रिंसिपल्स बोला जाता है कि एवरी टाइम यू हीट वाटर इट्स गोइंग टू बिकम वेपर, और एवरी टाइम यू फ्रीज द आइस, freeze the water, lower the temperature of water, it's going to become ice. So these are fixed laws and rules governing the science. So anywhere you see there are some rules and laws, it becomes a science. And art is like, it's your choice, it's your freedom. How you put together anything is your art. So when we say image management, partially there are some principles about image that you can learn, after which you can apply it in your life. Like for example, you want to change the way you look. Suppose you want to change your wardrobe, you want to invest in some accessories, or you want to change your clothing somewhere. So I say, is it like, can it be learned, or it's just naturally an art that will come to you? Yes. So there I want to answer, it can be learned. When I say art and science, some principle of visual communication. So when we are viewing anything, कुछ भी हम देख रहे हैं, तो हमारे माइंड में किसका क्या इफेक्ट आ रहा है? जैसे लेट मी टेल यू कि आप अगर राउंड कॉलर टी शर्ट पहनते हो, यू नो, लाइक अ वी नेक और राउंड कॉलर टी शर्ट, तो वो कहाँ पे आ जाता है? जिम में. When you are casual, you are exercising, you are not very serious. So that neckline will show that you are casual. But when you are wearing anything with collars, like I am doing this presentation, I wore a shirt with collar. So I prefer to wear a shirt with collar and not a round collar or a crew neck shirt, because I want to appear formal. I want to make that communication through my clothing. So this, I employed that science of, you know, clothing being important into further art by, you know, putting this necklace, which is my personal choice, and I also want to appear little feminine, give out that soft energy, and that is why I use this one with the round collar. I could have used something little bigger or square in shape or spikes, but I preferred round because I want to appear a little soft. So this is learning from the science and applying it into the art. So this comes through the knowledge of image management. So I will be sharing that little bit knowledge with you guys in today's presentation. Moving forward is going to be interesting. But right now I'm just giving you an overview and introduction of, you know, how image or appearance is important and how we can modify it to achieve our goals in life. So what are the resources for building image? As I told you, if I want to appear in a particular manner, how do I do that? So here, existing resources of clothing, whatever clothes I have in my wardrobe, I am not going to shop every day. Okay, today I want to look, you know, a little authoritative, like an actress. Okay, I'll go and get that, you know, match suit. Next day I want to become a classy heroine, so I go and shop a long gown. Third day I want to look different. I go. So yeah, I'm going to talk about it now. So this is I'll start with management is a science. So what is it in the science? Let's understand the elements of Western formals that will open understanding for this line. First is the fit. The clothes have to be good fitted. So we call tailored clothes as a structured. They have to have good fitting to your body. They cannot be just loose or baggy. Second is they need to have collars and pockets. Because more shapes you have on your clothing, just imagine me. I have this collar and a pocket over here. If I didn't have it, like going inside, it looks little casual. घूमने जा रही है types, you know, घर में बैठी है. It will look like that. That is the difference of having collars and pockets. jacket and blazer. So having an extra layer makes you look authoritative, makes you look assertive, serious. Okay, I am on the job, I am serious, and you listen to me. I want this work done, and that is why they wear these blazers. The reason of wearing blazers is to show the authority. At the same time, colors are mostly dark, not very bright. Fabric. We also come to the fabric of the clothes. It should be sturdy, thick, non-transparent, not very loose. Print, preferably vertical lines, checks, classic prints. Classic prints means the print that don't have any cartoon characters in it or some funny kind of element. You should not have that in it. Or not even the slogans, like something written over here, I'm a good boy and I'm smart and I'm cool. You're not supposed to be wearing that kind of clothes in office. And then talk about science of formal clothing. First is comfortable. You want to be comfortable in office. Like otherwise मैडम ने बोला ऐसे structured, well fitted, tight suit पहन के आने का, एकदम tight skirt पहना है, blazer पहना है, ऐसे एकदम shirt बैठने नहीं आ रहे हैं, ऐसे एकदम ओ गर्मी ये वो. Not like that. You've got to be comfortable first and foremost. So there is another picture again. I've tried to put in a lot of images here to make it interesting. It's fun seeing kapde and clothes and fashion. And second, your clothes should communicate sincerity. So sincerity means no distraction. No distraction as in transparent, not to wear transparent clothes, not even to wear the shadi ka, what sara sequence hai. And preferably I told you crisp. You can wear rayon. Rayon is a good fabric for Indian wear. Even cotton is good, not a problem. But very good fitting. Fitting should be proper. Then no bright colors. And bright colors can be distracting. Sure. Why? Because now what is the concept of wearing the tie? Tie is next to your face. So in meeting, like when I am talking at work with you, I don't want to see your clothes, I don't want to see your appearance, I want to get my work done. So I want to talk to you face to face. For that, my attention should be drawn towards my face. So wearing something which is contrasting, like black and white is a contrast, near to my face is going to take my attention, keep my attention on somebody's attention on my face and not on my clothes. Necklaces will be a highlight on my face, attention will go to the necklace and not to the remaining rest of my clothes, and my work will be achieved better. It also serves in looking attractive because you are making your own style statement by wearing a statement like this. So that is additional benefit. But the main reason is to bring attention to the face. Okay? Here is some test for you. Okay, now we have studied thoda bahut. Now here, which is more appropriate of the two for office? This one. For what reason? Sonia said पहले. Sonia has to answer. क्यों?
Because ये formal है. एकदम light color with collars.
Collars, correct. Right color collar.
And इसका जो rayon है वो भी अच्छा है, तो cotton type है.
cotton है. और crisp लगता है. These actually all are formal. The first one again, he has a tie pattern, so brings the attention to the face. Second one also has collars as well as. This is something. These are my personal tips which I can share with you, which you can try and use in a day-to-day life if you want to bring about some change in the way you dress and create a little more attractive appearance in the office. So one is statement neck piece. Statement neck piece. You must have seen. I am a big fan of neck pieces and I choose very, very carefully, very vigilantly. My shopping is not like, I'm not talking about me, but generally, who is interested in looking attractive and making that statement will shop, what you call, a little specific type of a statement, big neck piece, so that bring the attention closer to my face. Second is you can wear a blazer or jacket. So that firstly it hides all the body variation, it makes you feel modest, comfortable because you have an extra layer. And thirdly, it also makes a statement. And third is you can use scarf or dupatta. Again, the way you drape your dupatta also matters. Transparent clothes, not to wear to office. It's clothes, wear well-ironed clothes. Now more is sporty clothes. The displays, slogan, words, insignia, कुछ लिखा हुआ है वगैरह. That is also inappropriate. And tattoo, visible tattoo piercing and body piercing. Image breakers that we see people doing often, but they are not very attractive. They kind of harm your appearance the whole look. So there are, one is wearing socks with chappals or sandals. So if you want to wear, if you're feeling cold, you're not comfortable in your chappals, try to wear skin colored socks so that it's not very obvious looking the shocking thing at the feet. Wearing skin colored leggings. In between there was craze, people used to wear those leggings or skin color legging, और उसके ऊपर कभी शॉर्ट कुर्ता जाता है, ऊपर कुर्ता जाता है, फिर हम ऐसे में ओके पहना है, so we don't want that. You bump into your friend and then you have very wonderful dress from inside, but outside you have very dirty summer coat. So it is harming your impression and people say अच्छा ठीक है, ऐसे ठीक ये आई है. Now we are coming to other part, grooming. So far we spoke about clothes, like what kind of clothes. We learned about collars, we learned about contrast, we learned about dull color, fabrics, all that. Then Indian ethnic wear as well as international wear. Now we talk about grooming. That is, about your skin, hair, nails, oral hygiene, all that. Okay. So this is now, since there is virus in the air, we have to take all the more care that we are washing it off properly with soap, and also ask somebody from your family that am I smelling, because we ourselves can't smell our sweat. We think okay, but sometimes we sweat, we smell. So what happens if you are, according to which you can select your hairstyles. Now prominent not so good face shapes are, some people have very long face, so that's quite obvious. So those people can camouflage or by having some flicks so that they reduce the length of their face. Some people have broad kind of a face, so what they can do a puff like this on top, so this breadth is balanced. Ideal face shape is oval. So if your face shape is not oval, it is slightly, as I told you, slightly long or slightly square, then you can alter it, because you will bring attention to the place which is most attractive for you. Like as I told you, if it is length, to give an illusion of less length, you can have flicks over here and reduce the length. ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए, stylish, no, that office में that is not, yes, okay, that is no. Makeup should be subtle, no bright color lipstick, not too much highlighter लगा के ऐसे eyeshadow. All this is no on the job, but yes in the party, very well dressed in the party. And hands and nails also you should pay attention. One thing is, clean it every time you wash your hands. If you're keeping long nails, clean them from inside. Nail polish, put light colored nail polish. Or if it is going away, then remove it. Try and remove it, from time to time, because chipped nail polish does not look good. I know we take these things very casually, but once you make it into your habit, you will automatically take out time for it. So it won't be very difficult. Then, so clean, smooth, well manicured and non-distracted. So as I told you, nail polish, take care of the nail polish colors and distraction. Jewelry should be minimum to the office. About rings, 5 rings. गए यो H&M का नया रिंग्स का सेट उठा के आ गए, उसमें एकदम 10-15 है, स्नेहल लेके हैं सर शाम से 5 शाम से देख रहे हैं क्या ये दुकान आई, ये फैशन की दुकान आई है यहाँ पे. So that way the rule is one ring per hand. Okay. And minimum earring should be small. Teeth again clean, good condition. Now fresh breath. This too you can ask somebody, am I smelling good? Sometimes when you talk, bad odor comes, bad smell comes. So somebody from the family will guide you with that. So once, if you understand there is a gum, it happens because of the gum infection, because your gums are kind of swollen or sometimes they are bleeding, and then the smell comes. So you have this mouthwash, try to use it twice every day. If it becomes a habit, normally we all ladies carry big bags. मैं तो वैसे कम carry करती हूँ, but lot of people have उसके अंदर. तो उसके अंदर एक छोटा सा mouthwash भी रख सकते हैं. All these things, थोड़ा सा deo, mouthwash, so this we should keep. And fragrance, as I told you, should smell nice. So deo we can keep. It's not light application. Okay, so that is it. I covered about clothing and grooming, and then